Hello and welcome to day 182 in this quest for a 2000 rapid chess rating on chess.com. All right, let's find an opponent here. I was kind of in a slump. I had my rating all the way up to like 1768. Now it's dropped back to 1713. And let me know in the comments if you want to see this Quest for 2000 series more often. I seem to get more views for puzzle videos. So, maybe because I'm using a 15-minute with 10-second increment time, maybe these videos are too long sometimes, especially when I analyze afterwards. Okay, we're playing somebody 100 rated or 100 points higher than us in the rating. So let's see how it goes here. All right, we have the Caro-Kann defense. Oh, they're playing the fantasy variation. All right. What do we do here? All right. Well, I'm just going to go here, see what they do. Probably shouldn't be making pawn moves like this. But if they capture in the center, then, and we have to recapture, it prevents a check. All right, I'm going to do the same over here. See what they do now. See, if we capture, it just kind of helps them develop their knight. So, what should we do here? Well, I think I might have to capture anyway. So I'll go ahead and do that. The only problem, it gives them the two central pawns. All right, now we can bring our knight out, threaten to attack his bishop. He could chase our knight, which is not so great. If he develops his knight, we can go ahead and capture. Well, bring our bishop out, capture, and then maybe bring our pawn up. Okay, so we'll pin. So I've been playing a lot of blitz games with this Caro-Kann, trying to get better at it, and the Jabava London. Okay, so we might as well go ahead and capture that, but now we have an opening here, and probably need to go here to slow down his pawns if they try and march forward. Okay, so we have castling. Now the question is, where do I want to castle? If I castle over here, problem is this battery lined up here. All right. Well, do I need to? I could just try and pin here. But I don't know if I want to give up my other bishop when they have the bishop pair. So, and they have a lot more pieces developed. All those pawn moves, kind of were not the best thing to do. Probably need to develop my knight. All right, we'll go ahead and do that. Develop the knight. Need to do something about my king, though. Yep, and here they go, trying to open things up already. All right. Well, I probably should capture towards the center. That's usually what you want to do. Okay. Now, well, if I capture with the knight, we're just going to trade out here. Now, I'm going to have to go here, I think, attacking their queen, but the problem is they could move the queen and have a discovered attack. They're going to get a pawn out of it here. The only thing I can hope is that if they take these pawns, it'll kind of open things up against their king. But I don't know, I'm in trouble. I guess I didn't play that opening very well, and I shouldn't have just opened everything up like that. Because, you know, the obvious move is to just go ahead and take this pawn. And then what? I kind of have to attack and move my queen at the same time. I guess I'm going to just be down a pawn, or am I down, yeah, one pawn, I guess. Oh, no, there goes another pawn. But at least I'll be able to attack it and then take one of his pawns. But I'm going to have a check and start getting chased all over the board. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm about to get destroyed here. Let's see. He's going to check me. I'm going to have to run. It's just going to be horrible. That game turned into a disaster. I guess my bad streak is continuing. All right. Well, guess I could go here and prevent him from checking me, but I'm pretty much lost now. Down by what? 5 pawns to 3, 2 pawns. Yeah, this is just awful. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, now he can just check me again after he checks me with his bishop. Hmm. Yeah, this is just awful. I'm getting slaughtered here. I wonder how often these people are cheating, though. I mean, I don't know. I had just had another game where I got rating points back because people were caught cheating. I think it happened on 2 different games recently. I was able to find one of them, and I don't know. I think people are getting sneakier with the cheating. They're throwing in, like some good computer moves, but with regular moves too. Because if they, use the computer for everything. All right, so here we're in trouble. We have to block with the knight. What a disaster. What a disaster. What an absolute disaster. All right, I'm resigning. That was just horrible. Horrible. Yeah, I guess that's what I got for moving too many pawns. I wasn't familiar with the fantasy variation yet against the Caro-Kann, so I don't know what the best lines were there. I'll have to do some research on that. We'll do a quick game review. That was just a slaughter. Yeah, they played with 94% accuracy, so that always makes me wonder. They played at a 2350 level versus my 1700. So let's see here. I had 3 inaccuracies, they had 1. And then I had 2 mistakes. Okay, do a quick review here. So we have the Caro-Kann with e4 and c6, and then a lot of times they'll just take control of the center like this, so you fight back in the center attacking, and the fantasy variation is this move where they just defend with the other pawn. So now, it's probably not best to take because then you get rid of one of your central pawns and trade it for one of their flank pawns, and now they can just develop their knight better, so I probably shouldn't have taken that. Let's see. Next, we had this move, and it looks like I should have just kept my bishop buried and pushed forward here, blocking my bishop in. All right, once again, they want me to move that pawn in the center. So, yes, that was a mistake. This just helps them by giving them 2 pawns in the center. Now their knight can develop with no problem. So they didn't like that. Apparently I should have pushed forward here, seeing if they would capture and double their pawns. All right. So they didn't like the trade of the knight for the bishop, giving up my bishop pair. And now they don't want me to push that pawn. I should have brought the queen out. Once again, queen to a5 would have been better. Yeah, I just let myself get in this weird cramped position, and now my king's going to be stuck in the center and they're breaking everything open. And then I just helped them when I should have developed the bishop and pinned. So yeah, I just didn't play very good in this game. Sometimes you have those bad days where you just get yourself in trouble and make, you know, suboptimal moves, I guess. All right. Yeah, now what? Now it's not looking so good. Yeah, I just made one bad move after another here. So now, I should have just went there, protected the pawn and the knight, gotten out of this attack. Yeah, of course they're going to trade material. That just helps them. And now the other pawn falls. They're attacking. So apparently I should have just gone here. Man, what a mess. Yeah, that was terrible. Yep, I was definitely losing there at the end by almost the equivalent of 7 pawns, just about. A disaster. All right. There wasn't much to. I won't do a computer analysis because there wasn't much to review there. It was just a disaster of a game. I should have focused on developing pieces, and just pretty ugly all around. All right. Well, feel free to leave comments. Hopefully, my next game will be better. Like and subscribe to support the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching and have a super chess day.